Now for the track guide. Guys, before starting, if you want to get better with this car, I just released some car specific courses on my website where I go over the subtleties of what makes each car tick, including the Toyota GR86, but I also have their complete full sim racing course that packs a lot of value. So if you're interested into that, link will be in the video description. Now going into the track guide itself, for turn 1 you have to align yourself with this drain. This green drain, you have to put the yellow part of the steering wheel, this one in the middle, on the drain, that's the track limit, and past the 50-meter board you will brake quite hard because you're braking uphill, you have a lot of grip, so you can get closer to 100% pressure. Downshift to first gear, and when you're turning in the corner you should be already on the gas because this leads to a big straight. Super important to be early on the throttle. Make sure you're cutting this yellow anti-curb. The car will jump a little bit but the suspension will handle it, and then you should be arriving with your left tires on the other curb, slightly brushing it, and then you have just such a nice exit. So make sure you're doing it in first gear to get all the RPM that the car needs. For the next corner, once again align yourself with the yellow part of the steering wheel on the drain between the 150, probably around the 70-75 meter board. You will be applying the brakes. You can also use this juice box here on the left side. Brake at it and then brake in a straight line initially. You will go to second gear. You are looking to get a bit of oversteer on corner entry, so if these LEDs are flashing, that's generally fine. You want to induce a bit of oversteer, and super important to apex late and cut all this curb like this. The moment that you're touching the curb you should be pushing the throttle aggressively. Don't go all the way to the gravel because you're just gonna travel a longer distance and you won't get that time back since the next corner is quite close. Speaking of this corner, initially you will align your yellow part of the steering wheel with the white line because otherwise you'll get an off track. But as you can see this building on the right side, you can open up the corner more, so you will go more and more with your left tires being on the white line. That's the limit. Left tires on the white line, and when you start to see that you are near these cones that are very close one to each other, you will start turning more into the corner. You will turn with 100% throttle, but as you get closer to the white line and to the gravel, you will press the brakes. It's super important to just hold the brakes up until you get on the exit, but don't push them very hard because you will just overheat the tires and you're steering a lot. The goal is to hold low percent braking in third gear so that in the end you will be parallel with the white line all the way to the left side to prepare the last corner. So right now, when we'll have almost the steering wheel straight, look here, we're braking peak pressure with steering wheel straight, then we go on the brakes. Because if you're braking and turning, you won't be as efficient under braking. So the goal is to hold the brakes, to put some weight on the front tires up until you take the left hander. And then when you're going downhill braking, make sure you're braking with the steering wheel straight or as close to 0 degrees. Go into first gear, and the moment that you feel the compression and you feel like the car is sucked into the tarmac, you should smash the throttle, get very close to the grass around here, push the throttle 0-100 super aggressively, don't modulate at all, just smash it as hard as you can and quickly unwind the wheel. And that's the lap. It's a very short lap, but I think the racing will be cool around here. And once again, check out my website if you want to improve, and looking forward to see you in the next one. Bye bye.